applied to break the frame. The heat was turned up to ignite the flame, but the spirit switch flipped and the energy shifted. The pressure that was meant to destroy was gifted as the fuel, as the tool, as the rule of the new that is formed in the fire that is sworn to the truth. Way of moving, approving of improving the stance. I don't break, I don't shake, I dance. In the fire and the pie, in the die situation with the spirit of innovation, with the transformation that flip when the pressure get applied. That switch when the enemy try to collapse or relapse or perhaps see me fall, but the spirit switch flip and I answer the call with the power, with the hour, with the tower, with the strength that is given in the pressure that is lived at the length of the faith of the grace of the place where I stand. Devil play checkers, God play rules, that's the plan.
Spirit switch flip, pressure turn fuel. Devil play checkers, God play rules. Spirit switch flip, pressure turn fuel. Devil play checkers, God play rules.
I seen the ones who broke beneath the weight, seen the fate of the ones who couldn't wait. For the switch, for the flip, for the gift of the change that come, and the pressure that come, and the strange circumstance, and the dance with the darkness and the pain. They was playing by the rules of the devil's game, but I don't play that, I don't stay that. I with the spirit switch, I pray that the pressure turn the power, the hour turn the flower, the sour turn the sweet, and the spirit shower of the grace of the pace of the race that is won by the ones who don't break, by the ones who become what the wish were meant to make with the fire was in the shape. Spirit switch, that's the only way to escape the defeat, the retreat, the obsolete way of moving, way of grooving, way of being complete. Exams, I resistance to the break after the script with the spirit. That's the only way to take what was meant for evil and turn it for good. Devil play checkers, God play rules, understood.
Spirit switch flip, pressure turn fuel. Devil play checkers, God play rules. Spirit switch flip, pressure turn fuel. Devil play checkers, God play rules.
And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Spirit switch, spirit switch.
Okay, now watch me flip the switch rapid. Spirit activation when the pressure get graphic. I don't panic, I don't static, I don't lose the frame. I transform, I reform, I reclaim the name that was spoken, that was spoken, that was token of the fall. Now I'm rising, now I'm sizing, now I ball with the power of the spirit, with the hour of the flip, with the shower of the grace that equip me to run, me to gun, me to stun the opposition with the transformation, with the ammunition of the pressure turn fuel, of the devil's tool, jewel, of the crown of the down payment, of the rule that is God, that is eyes to find, that is God refined. Spirits flip, that's the only way to find through the wild, through the wild, through the mile of the test, with the best, with the zest, with the no rest, for the wicked, for the lick, for the picked on and torn. I was built for this pressure. I was born to flip it, to rip it, to strip it, to sting, and make it the fuel for the everything that I do, that I move, that I prove in the dark. Spirit switch, that's the spark.
Spirit switch flip, woo. Spirit switch flip, woo. Pressure turn fuel. Devil play checkers, God play rules. Spirit switch flip, woo. Devil play checkers, God play rules.
Pressure turn fuel. Devil play checkers, God play rules. Flip the pressure, you the power.
God play rules. Switch, flip, switch, switch, flip.
Pressure turn fuel.
Checkers, yo! Spirit switch flip, yeah. Spirit switch flip, yeah. Flip the pressure, feel the power. Spirit switch.
Faith in the friction, sparks on our side. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Faith in the friction, sparks on our slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side.
The resistance was designed to slow the pace. The friction was applied to stop the race. But I don't break, I don't flake, I don't break. I accelerate, I appreciate, I take the heat, the beat, the the seed of the fire and turn into strength that is higher than the obstacle, than the logical, than the probable outcome of the friction that is chronicle. And the story and the glory and the territory of the growth of the both of the oath that I took to the friction. That I look at the resistance as the assistance to the book of my life, of my strife for the knife that is sharp and the friction that is art and emotion and a potion and a ocean to the sparks that fly when I slide with the notion that the friction is the fiction of the enemy's plan to stop me, to drop me, to crop me from the land of the promise of the honest of the God on my side. Faith in the friction, that's the only way to ride. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. I seen the ones who stop when the friction rolls. Seen them pose are the ones who froze. When the heat got applied, when the slide got denied, when the ride got bumpy and they cried. I don't want that, I don't need that. I want the friction that is seed that grow the tree to show the freeway you're moving through the resistance with the glee of the knowing, but it's showing up, the flowing in the faith that is glowing, that is growing in the friction, in the restriction, and in the conviction that the pressure make diamonds. That's the prediction of the outcome, of the outcome, of the outcome, of the victory that is forged in the doubt, some circumstance, and a dance with the fire and the stone. I am diamond, I am iron, I am bone. Of the faith that is planted, that is granted, that is slanted. For the God who was on my side, who was wanted in the friction, in the fiction of the struggle. That's the muscle, that's the hustle, that's the tussle, the deuce, the produce, the reduce, the reduce of the enemy, the memory, the news. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Faith in the friction. Faith in the friction. Okay, now watch me slide with the sparks flying. Turn around in the friction, I'm not dying. I'm multiplying, I'm supplying, I'm replying to the resistor with the persistence that is undying. In the faith and the wraith and the ape or power that is showered in the late night friction and the restriction and a depiction of the struggle that is his struggle to the surface, to the purpose, to the circus of the life that is rife with the strife. But the friction is the friend, not the end, not the trend, not the bend, that break, but the make, but the take, but the wake of the diamond, of the iron, of the Zion that is formed in a storm that is born by the friction, by the fiction, by the diction of the enemy, the pretend to the end. But I slide, I glide, I ride with the sparks that is marks of the friction that is lost, of the faith that is great, and the God who is on my side, who is weighed of the glory of the story of the territory. Faith in the friction, that's the inventory of the strength of the length of the 10th of the degree burn that is turned to the learn of the diamond life of the iron strife of the God on my side that is right with the promise, with the honest, with the honest. Way you're moving, way you're grooving, way you're proving that the pressure make diamonds. That's the improving of the soul of the whole of the role that I play in the friction that I stay in the sparks and the darks and the marks of the slide that is glide that is ride with the God who is on my side. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Resolution. Pressure make diamonds, God on my side. Faith in the friction, sparks when I slide. Yeah. Friction to fire, fire to strength. Faith in the friction. Yeah.
Yeah. Hostile environment. Surgical precision.
Calculated chaos.
Whoa. Calculated chaos. I pivot and plan. God map routes before I ran. Calculated chaos. I pivot and plan. God map routes before I ran. The environment is hostile. The pressure is applied. The chaos is surrounding. The calm is denied to the ones who don't calculate, who don't navigate, who just react to the trap that is set by the fate of the enemy, the memory, the lie that is loud. I don't panic, I don't static, I don't crowd my own mind with the fear, with the what if disaster. I calculate the chaos, I'm the master of the pivot, of the plan, of the way through the storm. I don't just survive, I perform in the hustle, in the fossil, in the impossible space. I move surgical, I move purposeful, I move with grace. That is given, that is driven, that is riven from the rock of the faith that is solid, that is shocked. proof that it's bulletproof, that it's chaos resistant. I pivot with precision, I exist with persistence in the calculated way, in the mapped out route that God laid before I ever had calculated chaos. I pivot and plan, God map routes before I ran calculated chaos. I pivot and plan, God map routes before I ran. I seen the ones who ran without the map. Seen the trap snap back when they react with emotion, with the motion of the panic in the chest. They was moving with the chaos, not the calculated best. Wait to recover. I don't want that fate. I don't want that lover of the drama, of the trauma, of the it just happened. I calculate the chaos, I'm not trapped in the randomly abandoned, no whatever will be. I map, I plan, I pivot, I see the route that is hidden, the way that is narrow. The path through the valley that is straight as an arrow. That is aim, that is name, that is claimed by the one who calculate the chaos for the chaos gun. So I trust, so I must, so I adjust to the shift with the gift of the pivot, with the lift of the spirit, the strategic of the wisdom that is tactical. I move through the madness, I move mathematical, calculated chaos. I pivot and plan, God map routes before I ran, calculated chaos. I pivot and plan, before I ran. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. He delights in his way. Calculated chaos. Calculated chaos. Yeah. Okay, now watch me rage with reason. Every move that I make is calculated, it's seasoned with a wisdom, with a precision, with a vision that is clear. I don't just charge, I don't just fear, I respond, I correspond, I bond with the plan that was mapped, that was wrapped, that was tapped by the hand of the one who see all, who be all, who free all from the chaos that is calculated to make the small look smaller, look weaker, look bleaker than the truth. But I pivot with the proof, I exist with the youth of the spirit, of the infinite, of the intimate guide. Calculated chaos from the inside of the storm, of the norm, of the form that is hostile. I move rage, but I move with the gospel, and the tactical and the practical in the actual way that is mapped before I ran. That's the only way to play in the calculated chaos, in the pivot, in the plan. God map route. I'm the man with the strategy, with the tragedy turned to triumph, with a rage that is righteous, with the chaos that I stomp, with a calculated step, with the mapped out route. I rage but I don't lose, I shout but I don't doubt the plan, the hand, the brand that is his. Calculated chaos, that's the only way to live. Calculated chaos, I pivot and plan, God map routes before I ran. Calculated chaos, I pivot and plan, God map routes before I ran. God map routes before I ran. Calculated chaos, I pivot and plan. Yeah. Rage with reason, strategy over chaos. Calculated chaos.
Hey. Sogomatic process building. Woo! Damn.
Intentional impact, step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. Intentional impact, step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit.
I don't move for the motion, I move for the mark. I don't bark for the tension, I bite in the dark. Where the target is set, where the aim is true, with a God line of sight, that's the only view that I need, that I heed, that I read in the spirit. Intentional impact, that's the only way to hear. When the step is precise, when the slip is denied, when the impact is felt, but the ego is hiding in the shadow with the purpose and the narrow with the way. I don't perform for the crowd, I don't play for the applause, for the cause that look at me now. I move intentional, that's the only vow that I take, that I make, that I break through the wall with the step that is set, with the call that is specific, that is terrific, that is horrific to the foe. Don't see it coming, who don't know that the impact is intentional, that the step is essential, that the guideline, the target, that's the potential of the hit, of the fit, of the bit, that is planted in the soul of the soul, and the all of the anointed handed, that is guiding, that is sliding, that is providing the aim, the frame, the name of the game, that is impact with intent, that is step without slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. Intentional impact.
impact step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. Intentional impact step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. I seen the ones who move without a mark, seen the lock of the loud, seen the dark of a performance without a purpose, seen the circus to the surface without the depth, without the breath, without the step that is sent by the spirit that is met with the prep of the intention of the essential, of the intro. Where you're moving, where you're proving, where you're influential. Back that is quiet, that is rugged, and the result that is felt, and the spirit that is dealt with the volatility. You're living now a power that is given in the intention moment, in the component, in the opponent that is crushed by the hush of the anointed step that is planted, that is granted, that is slanted to the target that is guideline, that is wanted by the kingdom, by the freedom, by the wisdom that is given to the one who leads him to the aim, to the frame, to the name, intentional moment. That's the only claim that I stake, that I make, that I take to the field where the target is real. Intentional impact step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. Intentional impact step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. Step, don't slip.
God line,
Let it hit.
intentional.
Impact. Okay, now watch me burst with precision. Every move that I make is decision, not reaction, not attraction, not the faction of the crowd, of the loud, of the wild. By the performance, by the conformance, by the informants, of the fake, of the take, of the make believe. I achieve with the intentional. With the set, which is different to the set, with the prep that is met, with the evidence that is simple for the step was even yet. Taking, I was making the decision in the secret, where the target was lined with the seeker. Found a mark, found a spark, found a dark, turn the light, turn the sight, turn the fight with the precision of the spirit, with the incision of the word, of the heard, of the V occurred, in the intentional, in the essential, in the potential, in the impact is guideline that is here with the step that don't slip, with the grip of the purpose of the circus that is ended by the intentional impact that is tended by the spirit, by the near it, by the clear it. Where you're moving, where you're proving, where you're doing, what is said, what is meant, what is led by the God who line the target, who define the market, who design the step that is intentional impact. Intentional impact step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit. Intentional impact step, don't slip. God line the target, I just let it hit.
Always fails, don't sneeze or hit. God line the target,
I just let it hit.
intentional impact.
Step, don't slip. Yeah. Precision over performance. Intentional impact.
Building on fire building.
Armor in motion, step with intent. God in my frame, no fear in my sprint. Armor in motion, step with intent. God in my frame, no fear in my sprint. I don't scramble when the pressure applies. I don't panic when the enemy tries to surprise, to disguise, to capitalize on the moment of the weakness, on the compromise of the ones who ain't ready, who ain't steady, who ain't armored. I am motion with the notion that is charmed and protected, directed, perfected by the one who dressed me in the morning with the armor of the sun. So I step, so I prep, so I rep with intent. Every move is a mission, every breath is a spent resource for the kingdom, for the freedom, for the call. Armor in motion, that's the stance of the fall, of the any of the memory of the lie that is loud. I am ready, I am steady, I am armored and proud, not a self of the wealth of the spirit that is mine. God in my frame, that's the only way to shine.
No steps, step with intent. God in my frame, no fear in my sprint. Armor in motion, step with intent. God in no fear in my sprint.
I seen the ones who had to suit up in the battle. Seen the rattle of the unprepared, seen the prattle of the I got this when they didn't got nothing. Seen the run in when the enemy came on. And I don't want that, I don't need that. I don't want the armor, that is when I wanna heed that voice that say prepare, that say beware, that say where every piece, every prayer that is needed, that is seated in the dawn. Be for the battle, be for the rattle, be for the yawn of the sleepers, of the keepers of the weak and the frail. I am armored, I am warned, I am held in the spirit, in the truth, and the proof of the suit that is fitted, that is knitted, that is bid by the root of the faith that is planted, that is granted, that is chanted in the morning, in the warning, in the armor that's slanted toward the enemy, toward the energy, toward the call. Armor in motion, that's the stance of the all. And the one who armor me, who warm me, who form me in the frame that is God, is the only way to storm free.
Armor in motion, step with intent.
emotion. Okay, now watch me sprint with intent. No fear in my step, no hesitation span. On the way to from the maybe and I don't know, no. I am armored, I am warm, I am ready to go to the fire, the pyre, to the dire situation with the armor that is higher than the threat, than the sweat, than the dead, of the fear. God in my frame, that's the only way to clear the obstacle, the impossible, the hostile terrain. I am motion, I am potion, I am bane. To the enemy, to the memory, to the lie that is old. I am armored, I am sprint, I am bold with the readiness, with the steadiness, with the heaviness, the glory. That's the armor, that's the woman, that's the story of the proof, that's the pair, to the spare, to the dare, to be ready. Armor in motion, as that stands to the steady. In the sprint, in the print, in the minutes of the new. That is formed, that is warm, that is true. And the God who armored before the war ever start. No fear in my sprint, that's the armor in the heart.
Armor in motion, step with intent. God in my frame, no fear in my sprint. Armor in motion, step with intent. God in my frame, no fear in my sprint.
Won't keep so fast on me. God in my frame, no fear in my sprint. Armor in motion, step with intent. Yeah. Always ready, never panic. Armor in motion. Yeah, on them. Armor in motion.
Yeah. Louder than the outside. War in the mind. But I'm calm. Let's go. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Guard thoughts, let the fear subside. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Guard thoughts, let the fear subside. The battlefield ain't visible, it's internal. The casualties is thoughts that try to turn you up against the truth, against the proof, against the root of the faith that is playing, that they try to uproot with the lies, with the cries, with the what if scenarios that play in their head like a bad radio station. But I change the frequency to the peace that is given with the efficiency of the spirit of the God that is posted at the gate of my mind, of my thought, of the fear that I hate, but he love me, cover me, hover me close in the war in the mind, he the calm in the host of the chaos of the noise of the internal static. I am still, I am chill, I am automatic, and the trust and the rest and the not my control. Guard thoughts, that's the only way to patrol the perimeter. The interior, the warrior, that is me. In a war that is won with the weaponry of peace, yeah. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Guard thoughts, let the fear subside. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Guard thoughts, let the fear subside. I seen the ones who lost the war in silence. Seen the violence of the mind, cause the defiance of the truth, of the way of the life that is real. They was fighting in the dark with the steel of the flesh, of the mesh, of the trap that is set by the enemy. He knew the mind is the threat to his kingdom, to his system, to his lie that is loud. So we target the thought, he recruited the crowd of the anxious, of the duffel, of the never enough. But I don't let him rent space. I am tough in the spirit, not the self, not the ego or the pride. I am calm in the war, cause the God is inside of the chaos of the storm, of the mental attack. I just breathe, I believe, I don't fight back with the flesh, with the stress, with the try, hard to plan. I just rest, I just let, I just understand that the war is the Lord's, that the battle is his. I just guard what I can with the mind that it says. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Guard thoughts, let the fear subside. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Guard thoughts, let the fear subside. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. We take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Okay, now watch me switch the flow. Drill in the mind where the thoughts try to go to the dark, to the mark, to the place of the fear. But I'm calm, I am armed, I am here. With the breath control, with the
method of the slow inhale, exhale, let the peace overflow. In a war zone, in the alone, in the phone that is off. I am still, I am healed, I am soft to the voice of the spirit, to the whisper of the truth, to the proof that is given in the booth, to the prayer of the care of the warfare that is won, not by might, not by fight, but by the son who is calm, who is psalm, who is balm in the wound of the mind, of the bond of the tomb that is empty and is clean, that is ready for the peace to subside, every fear to release, every chain, every pain, every stain of the thought. God thoughts, that's the only way to fight. In the war, in the more, in the core of the mind, I am calm, I am psalm, I am fine. In the case of the loss and the cross of the pressure, I am still, I am chill, I am treasure.
War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. God thoughts, let the fear subside. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. God thoughts, let the fear subside. God thoughts, let the fear subside. War in the mind, but I'm calm inside. Yeah. Calm in the chaos, peace in the war. War in the mind.
I trust that person.
Righteous pressure, I bend but I don't break. Yeah. Heaven back me heavy, every step earthquake.
They thought the pressure would collapse the frame, that the weight of the war would extinguish the flame. But they don't know the fire that I'm forged in. They don't know the strength that is coursing in the bang, in the spirit, and unseeable force that is back in every step, that is solving every course that I take, that I make, that I break through the wall. That is pressure, that's the making of it all. Of the diamond, the iron, the Zion, and rise when the enemy apply what he think is the lies of this fertilizer. It's the press that refine, it's the heaven back heavy that is making me shine in the dark, and the spark, and the mark of the pressure that is righteous, that is price, that is making the treasure of the soul of the whole of the role that I play. I bend but I don't break, that's the only way.
Righteous pressure, I bend but I don't break. Heaven back me heavy, every step earthquake. Righteous pressure, I bend but I don't break. Heaven back me heavy, every step earthquake.
I seen the ones who crack under the crush, seen the spirit of the faint. When the pressure rush in like a flood, like a bloodthirsty war. When the enemy think he got you on the floor, but I don't stay down, I don't play clown. I get up with the power that is heaven back right now. In the spirit, in the truth, in the proof that is given to the ones who don't break, to the ones who is driven by the pressure, by the test, by the best that is yet to be seen, to be known, to be shown. In the sweat of the battle of the rattle of the chains that is broke. Righteous pressure, that's the fire that provoke the growth, the oath, the hope that is real. I've been with the weight, but I don't lose the steel that is formed in the furnace, that is born by the cold of the righteous pressure that is making me whole. I've been, but I don't break, that's the only way.
Righteous pressure, I bend but I don't break. Heaven back me heavy, every step earthquake. Righteous pressure, I bend but I don't break. Heaven back me heavy, every step earthquake.
When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze.
Righteous pressure, righteous pressure.
Okay, now watch me demonstrate the bend. Not the break, not the fake, not the end of the story, or the glory, or the weight that I carry. Heaven back me heavy, that's the sanctuary that I run to, that I come through, that I become new. In the pressure, in the test, and what you gon' do when the wall come, when the fall come, when the call come loud. I've been like a reed, but I don't work like the pride. I am low, I am slow to the anger, to the danger, but I'm fast to the father. I'm the child of the major that is grown, that is known, that is shown. In the pressure, right, is so precise, so the enemy can't measure what I got, what I drop, what I shop. In the spirit, every step, earthquake, every move, inherit the power. Not the tower, not the bevel of the flesh, but the righteous pressure that is making me fresh. In the fire, in the wire, in the high desire. I've been, but I don't break. That's the proof of the sayer that is calling, that is falling, that is all in the weight. Heaven back me heavy, that's the only way to relate to the pressure, to the test, to the best that is yet Righteous pressure, that's the making of the vet.
Righteous pressure, I've been, but I don't break. Heaven back me habit, heaven back me habit. Hey, every step, earthquake. Yeah. Righteous pressure, I've been, but I don't break. Hey, heaven back me habit. Hey, every step, earthquake.
But to strike, clinch, and resolving.
Heaven back me heavy. Righteous pressure, I bend but I don't break. Yeah.